Hello guys, the last time we learned about how to animate 3D text using Cinema 4D. That is for the beginners. So today I want us to do a little more advanced version of the animation. So in this video, we are not going to waste much time. So we are going to use one stone to kill two birds. So what I mean by that is very simple, meaning we are going to do two different topics in the same video, which is going to be very short. The first topic is going to be to animate an object along a spline. So it's vice versa. Animating an object along a spline, then animating a spline along around an object. So it's the same thing. So when I say a spline, what I'm trying to say is very simple. A spline is a pathway. Let's think of it like a pathway or a walkway through which the camera passes to view our objects from all angles. So that is what we call animating an object along a spline. So without wasting much time, let me show you example of what I'm talking about. So I have my tablet here. I don't know if you can see very well. Let me do a quick demonstration of what I'm talking about. So I have animate an object along a spline here. I hope you can see. So the first one is animate an object along a spline. So when I say a spline, this could be our spline. This shape could be our spline. So if our object is here, we are going to animate this object to follow this path. So that is the first one. So we are animating an object along a spline. And the second one is to animate a spline around an object. So let's say this could be our object here, and this should be our spline. So we are going to animate this spline you are seeing over here to go around and view our object. So there are two things. That's why I said we're going to use one stone to kill two birds. So animate an object along a spline, then animate a spline around an object. There are two different things. So with this one, the animates an object along a spline. The object will follow the shape. So the spline could be any shape. It could be circular. It could be, just think of any shape. So your object will follow the spline in the video. So this one too is the same thing. The object will be there. Then the camera will follow the spline and view the object. So let's not waste much time. Let's go into our software. So I show you what I'm talking about. So let's launch our software very quickly. All right, so guys, I have my software open, Cinema 4D R23. If you want to download this kind of software, if they are asking you for the keygen or whatever, just give me a DM, then I'll help you do that. So let's start with our spline. So first of all, I have my cube over here. My scene is very simple. I have my cube over here. So let's go to our top. So our first topic is animating an object along a spline. So I have my cube as my object. So let's go in for our spline pen tool. Then from here, I can draw any shape of my choice. So as you can see, I'm drawing the shape or the spline part in my top view. So I think this is okay. Let's get to our perspective view so we see what we have. Okay, so as you can see, this is the part that I've drawn. I hope you can see that zigzag thing over there. That is my part. So what I need to do next is, it's very simple. So I'll click on the cube, then I go to animation tag. Like always, go to animation tag. Then from there you come or you look for align to spline. The word is align to spline. So you select align to spline. So from here, the spline tag will be added to both the objects and the spline part. There are two things. So the object is which you clicked on, you right clicked on, then look for animation tag, select align to spline, then the tag will be added to both of the objects in your object manager. From there, you go to attribute manager, then you can see spline part. So where you see the spline part, that's where you drag the spline in the object manager. You drag the spline, then you drop it, making sure that the tag is selected. You drag the spline part, then you drop it in the spline part section. And let's see if something will move from here. You see that nothing is moving. Nothing is moving because you've not done any animation, but you are on the right path though. So here in your attribute manager, you look for tangential. That is the word, the tangential. So you click on it. Let's see if it will still move. You see nothing is still moving. So let's go back and look for our position. Under the tangential, we have position. That's where if you move it from the 0 to 100, see that the camera or the object is following the path that we created. So let me animate it and let's see. So before you do that, you keyframe the position from any number on your time frame that you want the animation to start from. So in this case, mine, I want it to start from 0 and end at say 45. So 45, then you increase your position to 100, then you keyframe again. So now let's play and see what we have. So I hope you can see that. That is very, very simple. Very, very simple. You see? So let's go to the top view and see what I'm talking about. So as you can see, the object is following the path that I created. So meaning any path you create, any let's say you want the object, it could be anything. So in some cases, if you are watching a cartoon, you see that maybe the cars, the buses that they use, they go through a path. Human beings to go through a walkway. So these are some of the things that they normally use to do that. And let's do the other one as well. So this is our first one, animating an object along a spline. So we are done with that one. Very, very simple. Let's see if we can do the other one. The other one is animating a spline around an object. So we are using the same cube. We don't want to waste much time, so let's use the same cube. So let's put these two aside. Let's put the first one aside. So we have our second cube here. So this time around, we are going in for a circular shape. So let's see. So the circular shape, the circle is not supposed to be like this. So we need to change the position to XZ. So the XZ is going to make it to lie down, like what you are seeing on my screen. See, it's very simple. So with this one, with this particular one, the object will still be there. It will be still, but the camera is going to follow the circular shape that we've created to view all the sides of the object. That is what we mean by animating along a path. So let's do that quickly. This time around, we are going in for a target camera. We have a lot of camera, but we are going for a target camera. So you select your target camera, then let's view our objects. So now what we need to do is we need to make the spline. In this case, the circle is our spline now. So we need to click on the camera, the target camera, go to animation tag, and the same align to spline. So in this case, what we're going to do now is in a in our attribute manager, you can also see that the same spline path is being given to us. So we need to use our circle as our spline path, yeah. But before you do that, the target should be the cube. So on the target camera, we have two icons over there. One is circular, and the other one is kind of slanted. So the circular one is the target. So the target is telling you that what do you really want to focus on. So in this case, I want to focus on my cube. So you just click on the target icon, then you drag that particular cube, then you drop the cube into the target object area, then you are good to go. So now let's see what we can do with this one as well. This one too also has the tangential. I hope you get it. So it's almost the same thing, but they are different. They are different in a way. So as you can see, the cube is going round. So let me do the animation as well. So we see. So you keyframe your first position. This time around is starting from 50 to 90. So let's move it to 100 and see. Then I keyframe again. So let's play our scene. So as you can see, the cube is rotating, but the one behind it is what we did initially. So it's very simple. Let's also not forget to follow the page and we like and share to others who also want to learn about all of this brings us to the end of the video, and as you can see, it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. We've used just a few minutes to do these two topics in a video. So Cinema 4D, as we always say, is not difficult. If you are interested in learning anything about Cinema 4D, I can assure you that within some few months with Harije Multimedia, you know most of the things you need to know in Cinema 4D. So don't waste time. Just take our contacts in our bio, give us a DM, give us a call, give us a WhatsApp. We are ever ready and we are always ready to assist you in anything. This is Harije Multimedia. I'm out.